prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, it's Murphy. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets away from one. He's got space. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So UTSA's offense will take the field for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Okay, ready? From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Turning it on! They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. From the gun to give, looking for room. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Quarterback keeper. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
QBs that can run can completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read. All of
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Throws for the tight end. Working that left side. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Makes the catch. It's Temple. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Quickly complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Good timing on the quick out. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. The Wildcats started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They want to throw it. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
I guess no run plays involved here. Like, first and goal, sack. Second and goal, sack. This offense, they're going the wrong direction. They got to find some way to get the football out of their quarterback's hands. Throw it to a playmaker. Throw it to the big tight end. Find something besides continuing to go backwards.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Touchdown, Kentucky! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. The RPO, fire complete to the left.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Let's see what they've got on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Hold defense.
You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Kentucky. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip into the secondary, make that big play.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UTSA takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking deep down the right side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. The Roadrunners are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Looking to scramble. Makes the grab. It's Coffee. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip. Let's talk for just a second about UTSA. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. Three-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary. Fires one high and deep. Makes a catch at the 15. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, UTSA.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
He'll bring it out. It's Abbey. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
He'll try it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they got it at the 42. And the Roadrunners will snap it on 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Leaves it with the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Roadrunners are marching down the field. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Here comes the offense on second down. They'll go to the toss. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
And you don't always see tosses into the boundary. Most people want to go to the wide side of the field. The defense was ready. Not as much space when you go wide out there, but more importantly, the defense doing a great job winning, setting the edge, running to the football, shutting the toss down.
Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. And the Roadrunners will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He'll get it to about the 25 before they... So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll start this drive with a pass. It's complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking downfield very late in the half. A little screen to the running back. Can't get him to the ground. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some... Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half. That's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing. They're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
Yeah, and a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They forced ahead just a bit, not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Quick strike complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Roadrunners really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The punt team makes its way onto the... Oh, trickeration, he's throwing it. And the pass is incomplete. They thought they had the fake all dialed up, and it did not work.
On the set. Lasso.
He'll start this drive firing. Catch in the middle, it's Peace. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. They go to the wide receiver screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already he puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got it behind the line. It's Amaro. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Roadrunners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, the huge opportunity. He throws the deep ball down the field right in the breadbasket, and he drops it. There's no coming back from that one. There's nothing nice to say. Just refire, play the next play.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback moving. He'll try to do it himself. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. The Roadrunners want to move quickly.
Really nice timing. Nice job by the quarterback. He drops back to pass, but how about saving your best for when it matters most late in the ballgame? Biggest run of the day in a big moment.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Off play action. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But
picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Motion from the back. Looking downfield on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
And the Roadrunners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a 1st down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. Flips it out in the flat. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Roadrunners moving quickly to the line.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Sends it back in motion.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility, and you've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. And the Roadrunners are flying down the field. Looking to throw again. Got the quick pass. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to do it while also being cognizant of where you are in the field and making sure you get a foot down inbounds, that's really impressive.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Payne. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Roadrunners had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Wants to adjust the pattern. Snaps it in the shotgun. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Looking for the goal line. He will not get it. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Going right to work up top. Finds the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Canty. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size. Still got him on the turf. He'll throw on 3rd down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Roadrunners! They went for the
a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense, continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. They'll send the tight end in motion. The play action fake. Pulls it in. It's Canty. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. And the Roadrunners have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. And they get him in the end zone for a safety, and that should wrap this one up tight.
Offside, defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. And now this team has fallen into a 3-game slide, and a season of promise has now had a lot of promises broken.
Yeah, this is a team that really needs to take a long, hard look in the mirror right now and make a decision. What are we going to be? What am I